Hello everyone. Today I would like to show you how to connect to Raspberry Pi through SSH from the phone itself. Nowadays, in the AI world, people want everything quickly and easily. So the solutions will be mobile first approach always. For today's demo, I'm using Termius app. It's similar to Putty, if you are aware of Putty. To connect to a Raspberry Pi, first Raspberry Pi should be enabled for SSH clients. So to do that, as of now, I'm running my Raspberry Pi in headless mode. I mean, headless mode is without an UI. So Raspberry Pi will run only through a command prompt. It does not have any user interface. Let me log in to Raspberry Pi. If you observe, I am in the same network wherever my Raspberry Pi is. That's how I'm able to log in by using a raspberry.pi.local. Raspberry Pi has a default domain name of Raspberry, and you can access just by raspberry.pi.local domain name without remembering the IP address. First step to access SSH is you need to enable SSH on the Raspberry Pi device. If you are not already done that, let me show you that as well with sudo privileges. Let's open Rasp-config where you can enable your SSH option. Go to interface options and select SSH. And it is asking, would you like to enable the SSH server? And you should say yes here. Otherwise, you cannot interact from the SSH clients. So this is a prerequisite actually, because I already enabled it when I set up my Raspberry Pi. So that's the reason I am able to enter into the Raspberry Pi by using the SSH Termius client from my mobile. So this is a preliminary step which you need to do at the time of Raspberry Pi setup. If you need a specific video on it, please let me know in the comments. I can create a video on how to enable SSH while setting up the Raspberry Pi for the first time. Okay, so this is the preliminary step. Once that is enabled, SSH is enabled on Raspberry Pi, and just come to Termius and click on new host. You just need to mention the host name like raspberry.pi.local, and that's a IPR host name, and it's SSH protocol which I'm going to use, and the port is 22 by default. Username is the same username which you have on a Pi, and password is an optional, and you can enter at the time of opening a connection. So I can show my existing configuration same. So I can touch on the connection, Raspberry Pi local connection, and I can provide my password here, and I can click connect. Basically, it connected to my Raspberry Pi, and basically I'm in the same network of my Raspberry Pi network, but I'm on Wi-Fi. My Raspberry Pi is connected to a LAN port. Okay, you can execute all the commands here. Say, for example, if I want to ping google.com and I'm getting responses from google.com, I can kill this by using Control C. And Termius is a very good app where you can interact with any SSH servers, basically any Linux machines. You can perform all the Linux commands, and that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm just exiting so that I can log out from my Raspberry Pi.